boys and girls, it's Mrs. Smiley. I hope you're having a great day today. I wanted to share a story with you, and this story is called Splat the Cat. And I've read you another Splat the Cat story, Back to School Splat, but this is the original Splat the Cat book. He's one of my favorite characters. He's funny, he's sweet, and he seems to get himself into some pretty innocent trouble. Down here on the bottom is the author's name, Rob Scotton, and Rob Scotton is the man who wrote the story Splat the Cat, but he is also the person who does all of the pictures, so he's also the illustrator. Another fun thing that you'll notice is if you look closely in this story, you'll see this cute little gray mouse in pretty much all of the pictures. If Splat is in the picture, Seymour is probably in there. And this is Splat's best friend, a mouse. Isn't that funny? A cat with a mouse as a best friend. But Seymour is a wonderful friend. Here's our title page, Splat the Cat. I want you to take a look at the very first picture. He looks pretty nervous, doesn't he? And then look, there's his buddy. It was early in the morning and Splat was wide awake. Today was his first day at cat school, and his tail wiggled wildly with worry. Looks pretty nervous. Do you think you would be nervous before your first day of school? Oh no! Can you see his eyes through the sheet? Even has the blanket over his head. If I hide from the day, maybe it'll go away, he thought. It didn't go away. Time to get up, said his mom. There's his mom peeking in the room, and there's Splat not getting up. Time to get dressed, said his mom. I don't have any clean socks, Mom. Maybe I should go to school tomorrow instead, said Splat. You don't wear socks, said his mom. I'm having a bad hair day, Mom. Maybe I should go to school tomorrow instead, said Splat. His mom combed his hair. Perfect, she said. There's Seymour helping out. Oh, he's got nice fancy hair now. Don't forget your lunchbox, said his mom. I need a friend today, thought Splat. So look who he's putting into his lunchbox. Now remember, he's going to cat school, and he just put a mouse in his lunchbox. And he dropped his pet mouse Seymour into his lunchbox. Make a prediction, boys and girls. Was that a good choice or a bad choice? We'll have to wait and find out. Time to go, said his mom. The front door won't let me out, Mom. Then the gate won't let go of my fingers, Mom. Look at him holding on. The lamppost won't get out of my way, Mom. You see him holding on to and he says, Mom. He really doesn't want to go. You can ride your bike if you like, Splat, said his mom. There he is on his bike. Okay, and you can see the whole picture here. So he did, but he didn't say a single word. Welcome to cat school, said a big round cat. I'm Mrs. Wimpy Dimple, your teacher. There she is. And it says cat school on the sign above her. Splat's mom gave him a hug. I'll be back soon, she said. You'll be fine. Everyone, this is Splat. Let's welcome him into our class, said Mrs. Wimpy Dimple. There he is, waving hi. Look at his class. Hi, Splat. They all cheered, and look, they're all smiling. They look like a friendly bunch, don't they? Mrs. Wimpy Dimple began. Cats are amazing, she said. Look, she drew that beautiful picture on the board. And she said, we're clever, cunning, and quick. Am I amazing too? asked Splat. Yes, you too, said Mrs. Wimpy Dimple. Cats can climb trees, drink milk, and chase mice, she continued. Wait a minute. Didn't she just say chase mice? Why do we chase mice? Asked Splat. It's what we do, replied Mrs. Wimpy Dimple. Why? Asked Splat. Because. Why? Mrs. Wimpy Dimple sighed. Lunchtime, she announced. Splat opened his lunchbox. Who's in there, friends? Seymour. Mouse, they yelled. The cats did what cats do. And what are they doing, boys and girls? They are chasing poor little Seymour. I hope they don't catch him. Make a prediction. What do you think is going to happen to poor Seymour? Seymour hid behind a glass bottle, and when the cats saw his face through the glass, they screamed and ran away. Look, his face looked really big behind that glass bottle. And they ran away. Seymour did what all mice do. He's chasing them. Stop, cried Splat. See the word stop? Splat! They didn't stop. They ran right over him. Splat went splat on the ground, didn't he? Enough, said Mrs. Wimpy Dimple, and it ended. It's milk time. Hooray! Cheered the cats. But the door to the milk cupboard was stuck. Oh, no milk today, said Mrs. Wimpy Dimple. Aww. They're sad. They really wanted their milk. Splat whispered into Seymour's ear, and Seymour nodded, and then, look at what Seymour is doing. He's jumped to the lamp, he's swinging, he went in this little hole, and guess who unlocked the door? A moment later, the door swung open. Yum! They all had their delicious milk. Mrs. Wimpy Dimple wrote again on the chalkboard. Cats don't chase mice. See the picture? And they're giving Seymour a hug, and there's a little blue heart there she drew. Hooray! Cheered the class. Soon it was time to go home. Splat's mom returned and gave him a hug. That probably filled his bucket, didn't it? I've got lots of friends. And cats don't chase mice. And I'm amazing. There he is looking at him now. It was early the next morning and Splat was wide awake. Today was his second day at cat school and his tail wiggled wildly with excitement. Look how excited he is to get there. And who do you see going with him? There's Seymour. And that is one of my favorite stories, Splat the Cat. Boys and girls, I hope you really enjoyed it. And think about the characters in the story. So Splat was definitely the main character because we couldn't have had a story without Splat. And we also had Seymour and the teacher and his mom and little sister, and all the other cats were characters in the story. And the problem in the story was, oh my goodness, what was going to happen to poor Seymour? We were worried about Seymour getting eaten by the cats at cat school, but it all worked out okay at the end, didn't it? Also, another thing we could talk about with our story is the setting. Where did the story take place? Well, in the beginning of the story, they were at his house. Remember, Splat was in bed? But later in the story, he was at school, and even on the sidewalk going to school. Then he went to school, and then at the end of the story, he was back home again. Okay, I hope you enjoyed our story. Thank you for being such a great listener, and get your work done today. Have a good day, friends.